Hey everybody, I am back from being away and back to being confused by the new Super Auto Pets update. We're playing the weekly pack. There's been, what the heck? I got a G-chat message like it's 2008. It's a crazy world out there. They changed a lot of animals. They added new animals. They added new mechanics. I did play a little bit on stream. We're going to figure it out as we go. Oh, you piece of junk. You piece of junk. Give me that. How did they... So the otter now doesn't give 1-1. It gives just 1 health. 3-2-3s doesn't seem that bad to start with. I have no idea what the archetypes are this week. I've been away for a week. And it's not just that I was missing out on, you know, playing Super Auto Pets. There's also, like, an element of my brain still being in vacation mode. So I'm going to do my best, but no promises, okay? Here's a new animal I enjoy. On Faint, summons a 2-3 dolphin with rice. Just like the Reddit meme. Now, what does that mean, to be summoned with rice? Rice is a food that you probably knew that. It's a staple. Not a staple. Don't eat staples! Listen, content creators, we're influencers. We got to be responsible for the things we say. Do not eat staples. If you're gonna do it, make sure they're organic, okay? But anyway, it allows you to sell the pet that holds that food for 2 gold. 2 more gold? 2 gold. Well, we don't even have... Well, we'd have to pill this thing to see, but the sad truth is that we can't pill it because there's no pills in the weekly this week. So anyway, don't... Listen, right now, when it faints, it summons a 2-3. That's pretty good for a tier 2. How about a 3-6 rat early? We got 1 win for round 3. I know you're probably asking yourself, what the heck is this suit? I've seen some reference to a new mechanic called toys. It's true. It's not just the movie from 1992 starring Robin Williams that nobody remembers but me for whatever reason. It's, they've added a new class of equipment into the game called toys that give you interesting perks as well. It's all very confusing. I'll explain it if/when we get there. I just don't like just about anything here, but at least the jellyfish opens up like 1 potential line for us in the future. And then straight up, I mean 2 extra trumpets to summons a 2-2 dog when it dies. There's a chance in there. Sorry, just finding my bubbly can. Feels good to be back. See, let's pause it here. You got toilet paper. That's a piece of equipment that says, on the start of battle, make the first enemy weak. So the thing is, you might say that's like insanely powerful. Isn't that just like a bat that doesn't take up a spot? It is, but it also decays after 2 turns. So you only get 2 turns of value out of it, and it costs like the effect of purchasing a pet is what also gave you access to that toy, but then you can get some triggers off of a toy breaking as well. So there's all sorts of interesting stuff you could do. Don't hit the marmots. Okay, it's my own fault. Now, with all these new interesting mechanics, I still think what I'm going to do is brain dead, head empty, try to scale this otter right now. And if you hate it, I apologize to you, but it's nice. It's nice to have some stats. Feels good to be drinking the sparkling water again, too. It's been a bit. I was off the sauce. Now I'm back on the sauce. It's good sauce, though. And $9.99 for a 24-pack at Costco. I mean, you can't beat the price. Now, we're on 4 wins, round 6. You got to go at some point. You also don't really have a reason to be here, but you may have a reason to be here eventually. So I'm keeping you around. Is there garlic this week? No garlic. Lemon has been changed. I double-clicked on you. Got lucky. I didn't get... Oh, okay, okay. Now we got a synergistic squad here. Jellyfish will get a little buff, but it's more about the giraffe now inheriting the penguin buff. You got a level 2. You're summoning 2 2-3s. I gotta hand it to you. I think you're better than me. You washed me. You didn't wash me. They are gonna get a lasagna though. They're playing some Garfield ball right now. It's that food perk. Okay. If this is your lowest tier pet, gain coconut and +8 attack. That's never going to happen for us. I would add an eagle to the team. We're playing some classic super auto pets here, I'll admit. If you have a toy, the nearest friend behind gets 5 health. Gain perk or ailment, you get +2/+2. Means basically, we turn everything in the shop, almost everything in the food shop then gets turned into a pair. And if you level, it probably gets even better, right? 4, 4, 6, 6. I'm willing to give you a chance on this one. So basically an egg turns into a pair. And then let's not buff the eagle. Let's buff the shark, because I think the shark makes sense to consolidate stats and then put the equipment on you that might be more relevant. I think there could be something here. Stinky socks. It's basically a skunk, okay? It's thematically apropos, I understand. Hey, you gave me some honey, I ate the honey, and then I got stronger. I guess that's how food normally works, too. And we'll lose this one. But it was pretty close, I can't be upset. That was our first loss of HP. Very important. This is a pair, so why don't you go ahead. And then there is chocolate this week, right? There is. Ooh, I wouldn't take another giraffe, I think. I would just, let's mix it up. You've already eaten some eggs, have some cherries. You're pretty strong. A 10-13. I think this is not like a huge weekly for scaling, so maybe all is not lost. Nice jellyfish, brother. I gotta hand it to you. Nice jellyfish. Got me pretty clean on that one. Chocolate's important. Now, donut is a 4-4. Food gives double. That's probably not going to work the way I think it works. But if it did, oh, baby, I'll even give you this, okay? And now you can start inheriting those penguin benefits as well if you want. Thank you so much. Now, at some point, maybe there's... Oh, but you can't even eat a lemon. What am I talking about? I'm going to give him a lemon. 5-5 Spinosaurus. I do think we're back, though. To me, this looks like we're back. Maybe that's an option for us. Early whale shark and as much food as possible. Go ahead, take some cheddar cheese. 4-4 buff's kind of crazy. I would absolutely level my penguin. I think it's pretty integral. And there is some temptation to have a shark here. There's also some temptation to try like a Komodo. We know that shark works, so why not try Komodo instead? I think we could probably run Komodo instead of giraffe. The giraffe tends to fall off. And our order, I mean, it doesn't happen too much, but we're blessed that our order is like completely irrelevant to our squad, I think. Holy cow, that was pretty close with 6 wins. Adjacent friendly abilities deal 3 damage extra. That could go nuts on like on a new lionfish. Like the new lionfish has, where is it here? Is it in tier 5? Is it lionfish tier 5? It's not in the weekly. Never mind. How about this, okay? Sell the giraffe, buy a stingray, get a tier 5 food. When it breaks in 2 turns, it'll give the rightmost friend 6-6. Or we could have a skunk for 2 turns. 6-6 is still pretty good. I would sell you. Try a Komodo. Try a little cheddar cheese on you. And I guess I would... Oh, let's roll first, and then we'll probably try an eggplant on you. I don't know if one perkless 50-50 is going to be good enough here, but... It's something. Oh, he only buffs friends ahead. I missed a 1-1 buff on my penguin. That's probably inconsequential, but looks very stupid to have made that mistake after this much time in the game. Please tell me my penguin didn't die by 1. Interesting. Interesting. I see you built a creative team instead of just scaling one big unit. I've got to respect it. Another one of these. And then I would take one of those. We probably don't need to store food. I was, just about to say we don't need to store food. Get you to level 2. Gain perk, give friends 1-1 double in battle. So you're like a new... If I feed you food, you'll give out 4-4, but not concentrated just to 1 unit. How delightful, because I think that's something I may be interested in. Maybe I would freeze you, and I would sell a penguin and get you out there, because you're like 50-50 basically already, and then I'll just start squeezing food onto you instead and buffing the whole squad. I'm kind of stoked that our otter is going to be getting the buff from the flashlight breaking. I mean, the otter just cleared their whole squad. Dude, I was getting destroyed on stream. So to like be performing at a higher level now feels quite nice. It's kind of crazy. This is kind of a good squad here. I guess we should make sure that the perk that you get last is the best perk. So like a steak would probably be the best for a unit of your novel statistical characteristics, aka you're weak, no disrespect. Okay, you got a spawning build. It's pretty strong. It's pretty strong. It's not that strong, though. We're on 9. Man, to get to 10 would really hit the spot. So take some cheese. A chili could break multiple pieces of equipment. That's very relevant for me. So then let's go cherry. And then we'll go chili. It's not that much, statistically speaking, but it's something. It didn't shuffle, like, at all, basically. I guess we could put the whale shark at the back if we don't want it to be shuffled. Because it doesn't need the buffs either, but I don't think it doesn't really seem to make any sense. Holy cow. World's least insane scaling Pteranodon build, and yet we still win 10-piece! Holy cow, I thought that we might go through this whole week without getting a 10-piece, the way that things went on stream, but would you look at that? Okay. Holy cow. Marmoset is pretty good, it's a 2-3. Ant with no pills. Ladybug, I kind of hate it. I'll be Lord of the Socks. Means on this challenge run, hello YouTube, on this challenge run, we gotta take Stinky Socks every time, because we're the Lord of the Socks. Make sure to smash that bell if you like the... I haven't watched a YouTube video in a long time, so this is like... I can't really relate, I suppose. But I think that's what YouTube videos sound like now. Something like that. I've broken the game. Teamwood Games has removed me from the Stinky Socks challenge. I'd like to apologize. Make sure you smash that bell if you want them to rethink their what I consider to be a mistake. I don't know who's getting this, man. Because, like, I guess we'd just like to win this round. Why don't you become, like, a what? Oh, you're not a friend gaining a perk. You're just a guy. Because they removed, they changed the ladybug, so it's not like anytime you buy shop food, you receive a buff. It's anytime a friend gets a perk. I should have known. There's a lot of changes, man. 10 times Teamwood Games understood the assignment. Like, we're cooking now. It's going to take us a while to learn all the new mechanics and even longer to get them, like, semi-internalized. How about this? How about a good unit? I guess I'll take my level. If you have a toy, give the nearest friend behind +5 health. I think it makes sense to try to get a toy, but I don't know if there's any animals early that give us a toy in the weekly. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know if you figured this out yet. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants. Puppy does now. So that's how they got their lasagna. So combine me. Give me this just for now. We're looking for like I'll take a level, of course. And a puppy! Oh, look at this guy. You don't really do anything. I understand you got honey on you, but you don't really do anything. So you're gonna give me the chance to get a toy. That's not a puppy, it's a dog. I now understand why that guy became the Joker. Lot of updates. A lot of updates to the game, but we've still got dogs and puppies, huh? Just me, it's like, some people might get confused, not me. I've played so much of the game that I don't think I would get confused by it. Don't be silly, but at least we still got our win. Any chance we can get some toys in here? How about a level? If this is your lowest tier pet, gain coconut and +8 attack. At some point, you will be my lowest tier pet. So I think I'm completely okay doing this. I'm going to buy you. I'm going to sell you. And I'm going to buy you to get you buffed because we're eventually going to have to sell off the whole squad anyway. I would roll. Don't really need the giraffe to buff itself. Don't really need the giraffe to level. I guess I would love a baboon to buff a puppy starting next turn. But I would love a puppy because not the puppy. We got Dobermans, we got puppies, we got doggies. Come on. I think our squad should suck for like a minute here. But if we could draw a couple, I'd be like overjoyed. And in fact, if we could just like win easily instead, that feels good too. I guess it is only like turn 5, so it's pretty early. You can go. You can go. You're going to buff a giraffe this turn, but after that, you'll be good. Now, can you give me, like, one free lasagna? That's perfect, because then that'll break, and then we can give the lasagna to our Doberman to buff it. Love to see that. Free rerolls. I don't really want another puppy, but if I don't, I'm just going to roll instead, so why not, I suppose. And sure, I'll just stick with the lasagna. We could have skipped, but not necessary. Rather than just rolling for nothing here, why don't we put honey on the puppy just in case it'll do something for us. Maybe it turns a loss into a draw. I think that's the way to think about it. But remember, this we're cooking, but the cook takes a minute here. It's got a longish cook time. We need the lasagna to pop. We need ideally more Dobermans now that we're on tier 4 would be great. Thank you so much. Don't do me like that. I would say roll me. We don't want a whale shark. It has to be the lowest tier. The Doberman has to be the lowest tier unit in a few rounds. Why don't you give me another one of these, which will also buff our Doberman. And then just take a cupcake for now. And then we got it. The next part is the hard part. We got to figure out when we pivot to the Doberman getting the coconut. That hurt. That hurt a great deal. If you didn't have a lynx, I would have lost still, but it wouldn't have been as disappointing, okay? So I think that we might want to wait one more round. Chocolate shows up then. Just give me like some useful anything, really. Another food would go crazy, honestly. And then we can stock 2 lasagnas when you break. Oh, well, well, well. And then I was going to buy like a baboon. I feel like I should just sell you now that you've given me the food. Thank you. Buy a moose. If I sell you and buy another... You know what? Here's what I like about this. Sell the giraffe. Buy another baboon. Roll once, and we got a 2-2 buff. I'll take it. It'll probably go to the baboons, but if it goes to the Doberman, it would go crazy. Where did it... Give one random friend +3 health for each tier 1 pet? No! What have you done? Hang on. Oh, this is a loss. But I'm telling you, if we live long enough for the lasagnas to pop... Did it say give one random friend +3 for each tier 1 shop pet? Yuck. Anyway, here's what I liked. It gave us a guaranteed tier 6. Now, this new thing, them being linked here, it means you got to choose one or the other. I don't think we want a cat. I think we want dragon. And I know it, like, kind of screws up the moose here. But, like, that's my mistake because I thought, like, the moose would be good. You need to go, too. I don't know what I'm thinking there. So you're going to give me a double sell. Roll once. And it's pretty unfortunate. I don't want to overwrite my pet, or my toy, but I have to buy the tier 5, otherwise it'll screw up my coconut. So I think I'm going to skip this one, which nullifies our Stinky Sock challenge. I don't want to give a lemon to anybody. And there's no tier 1s in the shop because you broke it. You broke the moose. But I have a coconut armor. It shoots in spurts, and when it hits, it's gonna hurt. You're a frickin' 8/8, you piece of junk. I'm in trouble. 2 lasagnas, though. Look at this. Double lasagna. Don't really need a hyena. This is pretty good. Definitely feel like that's solid. Right, tier 1s. I should be looking at tier 1s. Great use of your dragon, I would say. And then sell the moose, get a small buff on everything, and then go 4-squatted. That's a good one. That's a smart idea. I think it might find police work there. On the bright side, we do get an 8-8 dog on the back end. Oh, and now it's got a golden retriever, a Doberman, a puppy, a dog. Like, get some new material. Looking at the cards are just more dogs. You get the idea. We can't beat this shark. We're going down. I really thought we had like a half-decent run, but apparently not. I definitely think I screwed it up. I'm just annoyed that the moose was like the biggest problem there. Let me think about this. Do I have time to do one more before I have to go to daycare? I normally leave in an hour. I have to run an errand before. The errand will take 28 minutes. I should be fine. This is why I know I'm late for stream every day now. That's because I'm not 100% in control of being on time for stream. I'm sorry to say. I'll be leaking swimmers, if you don't mind. What are you, my urologist? When I'm 100% in charge of being on time for something, I'm on time. Sometimes when it comes in the morning, let's just say there are 2 other people in my family of 3 that are also involved with me being on time, because that's what makes us all on time. And that's when things sometimes get a little bit twisted. That's all I'm not trying to... Let me put it this way. I'm not saying anything I haven't said out loud to the persons in question. My daughter is not as receptive to that because she is 2.5, but... Holy cow, this is the strongest squad I've ever seen in my life. Never mind, it's stronger than mine, but not that good. I didn't freeze the otter? What's wrong with me? Remember when we started with a 10-piece? Okay, I definitely think scaling obviously is important, even if it is on a ladybug. Sturgeon is obviously good value. And then we get our level anyway. Now I'm feeling good. Why is everybody buying eggs? Is that the secret? You know, I'm starting to feel uniquely victimized by Teamwood Games. Because I was also shocked to discover that this week, they've also nerfed meat. It's like they nerfed every strategy that I was doing well with. They nerfed moose. They nerfed meat spam. They buffed stuff I don't even read anymore because I already decided it's not very good. It's a scam, dude. Check this out. End turn, increase sell value by 1 every turn. Interesting. Kind of interesting, right? Now we know, at least for a minute, the giraffe is sticking around. I think I would sell horse, honestly. And then just put a second sturgeon out there. And then I was going to buy the cherry because I think it's like reasonably efficient, but which basically means, you know, for 3 gold, we're getting a 2-2 that doesn't get screwed over by our squad size limit. But whatever. Listen, don't listen to me. I'm figuring it out as I go, okay? Scalers. How about some scalers? Not a big jellyfish guy unless the stars align. Stars aligning, I would say, is like more than 1 jellyfish on 1 shop. Then we're talking. I'm in a lot of trouble, aren't I? What do you think's gonna get you there this time? The 6-7 ladybug or the 5-7 giraffe that's only a 5-7 because of the fact that you bought a cupcake? Great question. Summon your own dolphin. I win these! I win these! I don't believe it! Come on, come on! Something better fish. Better fish with no faint triggers. Don't think so? It's just a very uninspiring shop to get at this stage of the game. I stand by it. I'll buy a little salad just to get something out of this. I do love a baboon type build. I can't deny that I love a baboon type build. You're gonna sell for 3? No thanks. It probably screws up this round. Buff the draft, buff the draft, buff the draft, buff the draft. You piece of crap. There is a part of me that thinks, man, oh man, imagine if I could sell my goldfish on like round 10. Imagine though. Oh, could I possibly just lose by 1 dolphin? Okay, I deserve that, I suppose. How about... I think you're just not very good. But maybe this is the time to change my mind. You got to get rid of the ladybug, but it's what I've been buffing. Not proud of myself. Chocolate, maybe? Chocolate? It's too early for chocolate. I don't know why I sounded like my mom when I said that. It's too early for chocolate. I'm sorry to the ladybug. We got to take a lynx. I know what you're... Oh, but then the lynx is going to take the stats from my falcon! Oh, please. Alright, I'll settle for that. I'll settle for that. Problem is, you kind of got to go all in on a falcon, because, like, just to get a trigger is, like, borderline impossible. Most wasted animal in gaming history. We're on freaking lethal, man. Do you know how embarrassing that is? Very embarrassing. Give me the Niala this week. I know it's kind of... It's a little crazy. And I'll work on the order in just a sec here. Just to be straight up with you, you might need something like that. I think the Niala can stick around. Please buff. I don't care what you buff at this point. Honestly, I was probably going to say the Lynx. So, you know, you're darned if you do, you're darned if you don't. Please. Oh, we got a trigger? It happened. No, I don't have the space. What am I thinking? Holy cow, talk about loser's bracket, though. No disrespect, Kayan, but, like, my squad is horrible, and it still rinsed yours so easily. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm not sorry. Okay. How about a good toy? Right? I'll take a Stinky Sock this time. It is the Stinky Sock Challenge after all. Oh, how about a level? Definitely a part of me thinks that the Niala leveling will matter here. I'm ignoring my tier 6s. Ooh, perhaps. And we got a little skunk value here. In the Stinky Sock. They got a lemon, though. A lemon is quite strong, but it only lasts for... Oh, it works after... It's not useless anymore because it works after you die. After it faints. After it faints, it still works. Don't kill me. I'm dead. But I learned something. So the Falcon can actually do something now, because as long as it gets a KO, even if it dies, it'll summon an animal too. Okay. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future, and I'll see you next time. See ya!